Hi, everybody. It's Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Reviews. And on this channel, I talk about reviews of products, services. I do hauls. And I also am a licensed esthetician. And today I'm going to be talking to you from an esthetician perspective. And I'm going to be sharing you a cleansing routine because some may not know, some of you may know, some of you may not. And why I wanted to go over a cleansing routine, because your cleansing routine can be the reason why some have certain problematic skin. For instance, sometimes someone who has dry skin, their skin can be dry because they are not giving their skin the moisture that it needs. And also a person who may have oily skin, they're not doing enough of what they need to keep their oil under control. So today I'm just going to get into sharing a cleansing routine. So this is going to vary from person to person. There's no one size fits all. It's according to your skincare needs, but a cleansing routine is something that is regular. First of all, I should say you should be cleansing at least twice a day, morning and evening, unless in the middle of the day, unless you're doing something that requires that you sweat a lot, then maybe you would be cleansing a third time. So the cleansing routine, basically the first thing in a skincare routine is using a cleanser, some sort of cleanser. And the cleanser is going to vary dependent on your skincare needs. So for instance, if you were a person and you had oily skin, a person with an oily skin, their cleanser would be a gel. A person with dry skin would use a lotion type of face wash. A person with combination would use, of course, in the areas where they're dry, they would use the dry skin cleanser, and where they're where they're oily, they would use a gel cleanser. Okay. For a person who has mature skin, sometimes it depends on the person. Sometimes a mature persons have mature skin because they stay in the sun a long time, or sometimes they have that mature skin because of age. So it depends. And usually the mature skin, you would want to put more time into moisturization. Moisturization is very important for mature skin. See if I covered all of them. I covered dry, oily, combination, mature, and acne. Okay, so a person who has acne skin, you would want to use the cleanser that has some sort of salicylic acid or something, because that's going to be killing the bacteria. And very important in a cleansing routine for a person who has acne is to use a toner. Okay, every skincare needs a toner, but especially one that cannot get away with not using a toner is a person who has acne and a person also who has oily skin. They have to use a toner, because that toner for the acne skin is going to help prevent breakouts by killing bacteria, but also a person who's has oily skin, that toner is going to keep their oil production under control. A good toner will do that. So first we talked about the cleanser. After you cleanse the skin, and next up, after you would rinse, and this is another thing that a lot of people don't know, please don't wash your face with hot water. That is a big no-no. Try to use cool to lukewarm water, okay? Because When you use hot water, it it dries out everything in your skin, which is not good for any skin that you have, whether you have the dry skin or you have oily or you have acne. You don't want to ever use hot water on your skin. That's a esthetician. No. So don't use hot water. The next step would be a scrub. So the scrub is going to change depending on your skin. So a person who has oily skin, they're going to use a scrub, like I said, that is going to help with oil control. A person who has what is it called, dry skin, they're going to use a scrub that is going to help to take away or remove some of that dead skin, because dry skin, it really has a tendency to have, build up around the nose, between the eyebrows, sometimes by the lips. So you got to make sure you take your time and focus in on those areas when you are doing your cleansing using a scrub. So mature skin and normal skin and all of the other skin types, they can just use a scrub with little small beads. See, the problem with a lot of scrubs, you have to be careful you don't use a scrub that is too harsh, and then you can wind up harming your skin cells. And when you harm your skin cells, that's where you're going to have the scars, where you would call that blackheads. So you've damaged the layers of your skin. So make sure before you buy a cleanser, see if you can look at the bottle and look at the size of the beads. If those pieces of what is it called, exfoliant, if they look too big, it's most of the time not good for your skin. So you want to make sure that you have small or fine beads of exfoliant, because you don't want to be too harsh with your skin and cause some damage. So after you're going to go through with your scrub, the next up is going to be your toner. Your toner is so important, especially, like I said, with those who have oily skin and also those who have acne-prone skin. Acne-prone skin is really important to make sure that you are doing a toner, because it's going to make sure you're killing the bacteria. Yes, welcome in, everybody. Wow, I didn't know that. What can I use for the blackheads on my nose? Okay, so for blackheads is very important that you go and see an esthetician or your doctor, because sometimes it is deeply embedded underneath your nose. So most of the time, there's no product that you can use that is going to remove them all at once. You have to have a steaming and someone that knows what they're doing to remove it. Okay, so after you get a facial done, then you can keep up with the maintenance of making sure that you are using a scrub if your skin is dry at least once a week. So after the initial facial or seeing your dermatologist, then I would recommend you using a scrub, especially on the corners of your nose. And people always neglect the bridge of their nose, and make sure you're exfoliating right where your eyebrows area. They're like little pin dots. Yes, that's one of the things that I do as an esthetician. I remove those blackheads because we have certain devices that we use that is not sold to the general public. So seek your professional to remove your blackheads, and make an appointment with your local esthetician or your dermatologist and get those removed initially. And then you just maintain it by making sure you're using a scrub and you're using a very good moisturizer. Most of the time, those blackheads come from not cleansing your skin enough, and the bacteria builds up and it stays under your skin. So after you are using your scrub and you've used a toner. Next, you're going to go into a serum. So if your skin is dry or your skin is mature, you want to make sure that you're using a serum. Now, what is a serum good for? See, a serum is not just a moisturizer. A serum is something that a lot of people don't even know how important it is, especially as we get older. I would say, especially for after you get to be 30 years old, especially by the time you get to be 40, you definitely should be using a serum. So a serum is put on before you put your moisturizer. So I would say you would cleanse, you would use your scrub or your exfoliant, then you would use a toner. If you were at your esthetician, you would get a steam treatment done. Then you would do a mask and remove the mask. Then you would end with your moisturizing. But a lot of people don't know that before that moisturization, you should put that serum in, because the serum is going to help it's like layering, just like in the winter. Especially in the winter, we need to make sure that we are using a serum. That's the times where your skin appears to be so dry, because your skin needs more because of the elements outside. So make sure you're putting on a serum and then putting a moisture cream on top of that. And one thing that I will say that most people forget in their skincare needs in the daytime, please don't forget to use a sunscreen. And a sunscreen is important. It does not matter your race. Every single person needs to use sunscreen. Sunscreen is important for everybody, because everybody could potentially get skin cancer, and we want to protect ourselves from that, right? And we want to that's also the reason why you get those little dots on your skin, like what do they call it? Little moles. They usually come from a person not protecting their skin from the sun. So please make sure that you are using sunscreen. And another thing, that sunscreen is not the same as sunblock. Sunblock is when you are in the skin for a long period of time. Hey, Trendorama, how are you doing? Welcome. Make sure that you are using a sunblock when you're in the sun for extended long periods of time. That sunblock is so important to use on your skin when you're out there for a long time, because it's going to stop you from, your skin from breaking down and getting, the elements, the sun, all of the rays harming your skin. So make sure you're using a skin block when you are in the sun for at least more than 2 to 3 hours at a time. If you're just going from your home into another building, I wouldn't say you have to use sunscreen. But if you're going to be out, especially if you're going to go and take a walk for 30 minutes, an hour, you're going to be exposed to the sun. And even in the winter, we are exposed to the sun, even though we don't know it. So make sure that you're using your sunscreen. That's important. I always like to tell all my clients, please put on your sunscreen and your sunblock so that you won't have damage to your skin. Is there any questions that you guys have? Ask the esthetician right now. Anything, questions you have about some skincare needs at this time, let me know right now. So we talked about the skin cleansing routine, which is face wash, followed by a scrub, followed by a toner, followed by steaming, a mask, and end with a serum, moisturizer, and a serum. And if you're going on the sunblock. So that's just the usual routine, and it will be in the nighttime. The only difference, you would go through those same steps, but you wouldn't put of course, this sunscreen or the sunblock. You would end your moisturizer would be a night cream, and it would be an eye cream under your eyes. That's the only difference. At nighttime, make sure that you're using a night cream and also doing an eye cream under your eyes. That helps to prevent the fine lines, the wrinkles, and crow's feet. So you can look good when you wake up, because we have to understand that people say, oh, I'm tired, I really don't want to wash my face. How you treat your skin, if you go to bed and your skin is nice and dewy and it's looking good and it's looking moisturized, when you wake up, your skin is going to look good. If you neglect your skin at night, most of the time, that's the reason why you wake up and your skin is dry, flaky, or it looks oily. We can't neglect our skin. We got to take care of the skin that we have. So I just want to share those points. I'm speaking about a cleansing routine, and I hope you guys are cleansing at least twice a day. That's really important for your skin care health. And the next one, I'm going to talk about what you should be using on your skin. What are the do's and the don'ts of skincare? I'm going to be talking about that on my next stream. We would always use sunblock when taking our son to Legoland in Florida. I would get odd looks because I am darker complexion. It does not matter. That's one of the I can't think of the names, but that's one of the things that people fail to understand. People are ignorant in thinking, because I've heard it many times, I'm Black or I'm a person of color, so I don't need to use sunscreen or sunblock. And it's not true, because a Black person can get skin cancer and all of those other things just like everybody else. So make sure you're taking care of your skin, because how you take care of your skin when you're young, it usually shows up about 10, 15 years later on your skin. So it's good that you use a sunblock on your son's skin. That's great. So thank you guys so much. I thank everybody for coming. I appreciate all of you guys. If there's not any other questions, I'm going to end this stream today. So the next time I'm going to be talking to you next Tuesday, we're going to be talking about what you should use on your skin. What are the do's and the don'ts? What is good and what is bad for our skin? So look forward to that. Turn on your notification bell. It'll be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Marlene. I'm the content creator for Marlene Reviews, and on this channel I review and I also do esthetician talk, because I am a licensed esthetician and I want to share things that will help you and your skincare needs. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on the replay, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Bye-bye, guys. Oh, and one more thing. You guys are all welcome to join my channel membership. It's only 99 cents. Thank you guys so much. See you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.